live. You got me. You got a dog. If I want to, okay. You don't see the dog. Huh. Weird. Lines. Ah, I trans to that. Really? Image. Dog. Oh, you're gonna play that. Okay. You can play that. It doesn't matter. I'm live. Anyone wants to come on here can come on here live. Oh, look at this. Oh, it's so beautiful. Okay. Come on live. I can do other things. Oh yes. They give me the options. Uh Customers. I can come on live with more VIPs. Oh, come on in. Come on, all of you. I don't care. I put the group chat on, and you can sit there and talk to me or whatever. Doesn't matter. It's just window. Okay. Okay. We're available right now. I got start broadcast going right now. Nobody's watching this. It doesn't matter. Oh, just characters. Right? No. Okay. Zeal viewers. I'm live on the air. I'm able to figure out how to get this on the air, which is cool because I keep this on the air. Copy. Go back. I format this. Oh wow. I got Delta Homes. What the fuck is that? Okay. Paste down here. Okay. Oh, you went and played that game with me. Okay. Well, you can play that game with me. It doesn't matter. I'm live. That's all that matters is I'm live and I have chat. That's all that matters. You don't have anything that you can bring me back to. Okay. That's okay. Go Google Plus. Go, go, go. You're not live. I am. I'm amazed I can't get my Google Plus dog on here. Really, I'm amazed you only got my king on there. Okay, my king would do. I am the king of the universe. You don't know it, but that's your Google Plus. All right. Now, okay. Uh, okay. I got zero views for some reason. I have no idea. Till I go up here and open them up and say, no, not this. View players. Okay. I got teammates. Okay. And teammates can come in. I sent them an invitation, and you're going to play this game. It has no viewers, yet I have 112 at least, 130 something viewers, and they're not showing up. Okay, it works for me. I played the game. Well, okay, we're going to play Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. We're going to play it, right? We're going to play the game. We're going to play Meow. And you're going to have to put up with me meowing for the next 30 minutes, I guess. Meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, meow, meow. Okay, you don't got me one viewer on here. What good are you if you don't get me a viewer on here? Meow? You want to play this game? Ah, TJ came on. Hi, TJ. Welcome to my meow meow. That's why I called it. And you're actually on here. One viewer. Thank you. And you're on here. Just gotta turn your mic on or whatever. Do the thing up in the upper right hand corner. Turn your mic on. And you're on here. It's up in the upper right hand corner. There's a little chevron or whatever, upside down. You know. And you can turn this on.
All right, Big Daddy.
There you are. There you go. There you go, Daddy. Oh my golly, you're on here. There you are. There you are. You're meow. Oh, you're there. I can hear you. You're loud and clear.
How have you been?
Oh, I've been great. I've survived another day. Let's put it that way. I survived another day. You know. I'm not in the dirt yet.
Well, good to see you. Good to see the Shroud of Turin again.
The shroud of Turin. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm gonna put myself on here, and there I am. I'm still alive with a beard like you. Well,
Yeah.
yeah.
You know what happened to me today?
What?
My speedometer, or not my speedometer, my car, like, became possessed demonically, and it took off going, like, faster and faster. And I would put the brakes down, and it would just keep going, and I could feel the brakes, you know,
Squirreling
vibrating.
and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. And it just
Wow.
and I kept punching the accelerator to the floor, and that just made it worse. It made it go faster.
Wow.
And guess what I did? I put it in neutral and shut the key off.
There you go.
Oh, I
And
was happy. I was so happy when there was silence.
oh man, you always fascinate me with this
Here's what happened.
information.
This is the information. This supremely cold weather we have, and electronics doesn't mix.
Uh,
And then my radiator hose bursts a couple days, and it's been leaking for weeks and months, spewing steam. Steam is going into these wire connections, into these wiring, and all the complex starter, and
wow.
that ain't good. The
No.
combination, the cold weather and the antifreeze steam, it just caused my car to go into spasms. I was
Wow.
going over 4,000 RPM, and it was climbing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That
After I
is
stopped and
that is
I
amazing.
parked it, and I tried to start it, and that thing just started going like a million mile an hour, right in
Wow.
front of the church, right in front of my own church
George,
where I was married. Yeah, that's where I had to rescue myself.
you know what I decided today to do is become
No.
a priest. I have nothing left in my life except to become a monk or a priest. I'm trying to choose between the two. A monk is able to have sex, but a priest can't have sex. So I'm trying to decide: should I be a monk or should I be a priest? And I'm ready to go to Catholic right now, and I don't think I want either, but it's it's something I can become. What do you think? You think I should be a monk or a Catholic? I'm asking you.
Uh, I think you should become a Krishna devotee
A
of Lord Krishna.
Krishna?
Krishna. You should be a devotee of Lord Krishna.
Krishna?
I'm
Hinduism.
telling you, man, it's
Okay,
the best way.
Hinduism.
You can't go wrong, man. You can't go
That's,
wrong.
you can't go wrong in Krishna. I understand that. But I thought about becoming a priest after watching a couple of movies, and they were like, I wanted to be a demonologist actually, and the only way I can become that is if I'm a Christian in the Church of the Catholic, and I can become a demonologist. Deliver us from evil. It just influenced me, and it was a cop and a Christian, you know, he was a priest, and it's based on real stories. And I actually was thinking, with my knowledge of occultism, I could become a demonologist, no problem. and I could become that. But it's weird. It's really weird to become a demonologist. It's very weird. And I mean, it's like an exorcist. And I go out and do exorcisms on people and stuff. And like, I don't know. But you're saying Krishna, huh? And become a Christian.
Yeah, I think becoming a devotee of Lord Krishna would be about the best thing for you.
I'm trying to
Yeah.
find it. I'm 55 years old, never had sex in my life, and now what should I become? Never having a single relationship in my life. I question that. And maybe I should have been a priest from the beginning. Really? You think about it. I never had sex in my beginning. I must be something.
I've never had it either. So,
Oh no, you got a wife. You gotta be kidding me.
oh, I don't know.
You gotta be kidding me.
I have an alien from outer space that lives around here. She's not human.
No, not really. You're not playing games with me, are you? I'm actually seriously becoming a priest or something, or a monk at the least. A monk is allowed to have sex at some time in some period of his life, but a priest can never have that.
Could you turn your interest more, instead of a godly nature, could you turn it more into an exploratory research effort and use some electronic gadgetry perhaps? And maybe you could contact some of these guys like Jonathan Reed. Maybe you could get one of those bracelets. Maybe you could build one.
That would be awesome to have that bracelet. And you saw my video on Jonathan Reed, and that was awesome. I wish I had that bracelet that he has, and he's able to go into time-space continuum with it, and oh, it's just awesome. I'm gonna go back to my dog. There we are.
The reason I want you to become a UFO investigator is for the simple reason you could make a lot of money if you succeed. You could go down the history books. You'd be world famous. You'd be right in there with Edison and Franklin and all the rest of them.
I could, but it's just, I don't know. I'd rather be a demonologist, I guess, and understand demonology, because I've studied it for so long, and it's part of me. I could become a priest of demonology, but that's
Do you know these demons? These demons you're talking about they're not like in the Bible. They're like in the Bible, but they're actually from outer space, deep space, and they are millions and millions of years more advanced than we are. And you know what we are to them? We are food. We are food to them.
We're food to them. Yeah, I understand.
We need a few good men to try to stop them before they stop us.
Yeah.
In fact, I just found out by the year 2029, the alien agenda is to have total control of the Earth and have 7/8 of mankind will be extinguished.
Oh yeah. I know that because there's a lady who's part of the climate change thing, saying that all the money is going to be redistributed over the entire Earth. And I've read her statement that she spoke of, and that blows me away. That the entire money system will be distributed over the entire globe. They will take your money away from your bank account. They're going to do all this stuff, and she is saying, "Oh yeah, I'm CFR, and we're going to do that." The
I don't think
CFR.
so. That's a pipe dream and a half, man. I know what you're talking about. That's crazy.
But
That's somebody smoking some
she's
stuff.
somebody in some place, and
Yeah, I saw it.
you saw the CFR announcement
Yeah,
that went out over the air.
basically.
That's a,
Basically.
and it blew me away that she said that even. She actually came out and said, "We're going to take all your money away and spread it amongst the world so everyone has a piece of the action." Okay, that's your thinking, not mine.
It ain't gonna
Mine
happen.
is
It ain't
taking
gonna
her
happen.
out. Mine is taking her out. It's kind of like the movie I watched today called 8 millimeter. Now, 8 millimeter makes sense. You take them out. You don't let them live. You take them out and they go away. 8 millimeter. That was a
Yeah.
Nicolas Cage movie, and I like Nicolas Cage because he's able to perform the same character throughout his movies, and it's the same character. I mean, I've seen Nicolas Cage playing in different parts, and he's always the same person, no matter what he's in. He's the same person, and I'm like, that's me. I mean, you
Yeah, I
people
can
love.
see right now that we have a lot in common. Both of us missed our calling. We should have went to Hollywood and become Hollywood actors because that's where the money's at, man.
That's where it's at.
All the
Nicholas
girls and
Cage.
all the money.
I know Nicolas Cage is the same person no matter what movie he's in. He's the same person, but he's playing a different part, which is awesome. I think that's great. I really do. Wow.
I wonder how much money he's got in the bank.
Oh, he's got millions probably. Nicolas Cage. I think he's rich.
Must be nice.
It must be
Must be
nice.
nice.
And he's he's came out and done these characters, and it's all the same person, and it's so great that he performed the same character over and over again. I mean, National Treasure. That was some good work there with Nicolas Cage with National.
Oh, that was such a piece of propaganda. Good Lord.
Oh, it was
Wow.
great though. I
Propaganda.
enjoyed watching the entire thing. He came out there and presented it. That was Nicolas
Yeah.
Cage. Yeah, yeah,
I
but
couldn't tell the good guys from the bad guys in that movie.
well, the bad guys were the guy who was trying to kill him. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah, and the good guys was him taking the Constitution and finding on the back of it that there was a map showing where the treasure was, and it was like, oh, cool. I like that.
Yeah. Just like real
Yeah,
life.
yeah, like real life. You had to have the glasses that Benjamin Franklin came up with to see it, and well, I don't know. I
Oh, yeah.
like that. I really like that. It was put together perfectly, and even this movie I watched today with Nicolas Cage in it, 8 millimeter, he was great in that movie. He had the right to kill these people and kill them all. They needed to die because they were making snuff films and snuffing people out of existence. And he came and well, I'd actually went along with him. I would have done the same thing. I would have went after every one of these people and killed them all. Because why? They deserved it, and they really need to be snubbed themselves, snubbed out of
Funny you
existence.
say that. They're thinking about bringing the death penalty back in Illinois. My wife just walked in the kitchen. She goes, "Yeah, they want to kill people in the state again. They want to start up the
Wow,
executions." Yeah,
wow. Well,
and the
that
innocent
shouldn't
man
be
could.
allowed. It should be
What
an
if it?
individual
What if?
choice. But I don't know. It should be individual choice and not a state choice. The state should allow them to live their life in prison forever and die in prison forever. I mean, that's okay,
It's
but
cheaper.
it's cheaper that way.
Yeah.
I mean, like I said, 8 millimeter just expressed the point where he went personally and killed all these people that were doing snuff films.
Yeah, I've seen that
And
kind of
he
movie because that
took,
Bronson. That Bronson, remember Bronson?
yeah,
Okay, same thing. Yeah.
and,
Boom, boom, boom.
no,
And blows them
Cage.
all away.
Cage went out and did it in 8 millimeter in style. To me, it was in style. It was like, I'm going to take these people out, and I'm not going to tell my wife what I'm doing. He never told his wife what he was doing. He was out there taking these people out, and he was killing them. And it was because they were evil, and they needed to be put down. And no court would allow that in today's society. I mean, the liberalism and everything wouldn't allow it to happen. But in 8 millimeter, he actually took each and every individual out. Once he found out about the film, I mean, the old lady killed herself because she knew her husband had this film made. It was a snuff film of a 16-year-old, and she died horribly. And she gave him the film, and he watched it with this guy called the Machine, and it was like, yeah, you got to hunt these people down and take everyone out. There's no one should be left alive in these films that make snuff films. I mean, killing 16-year-old girls is not good. I mean, really? I mean,
You did you keep a tally to see how many people he blew away then?
he killed 6 people in that
Only
film.
six. Only six.
It was only 6 as far as I could concern,
Hmm. And did
but
they devise intricate ways where he had what he wove a web of complex little obstacles that tripped a few guide wires and a few little things and explosives and guillotines and stuff like that? Was each designed in a different way to cause immense pain and torture, or what was it? Quick
no,
shot, or what was
he
it?
just shot him. He killed him. One guy he belligerent. I mean, this guy, he deserved it. But he said that we put this film together in this particular building, and he was in the building with him, and he belligered him. I mean, he fucking put the back of the gun and
Bludgeoned.
beat the shit out of him and killed him right there on the spot. And I said, that was you know that was forgiving in a way. I mean, he hit him with the back of the gun until he died. I mean, and he didn't shoot him. That was the whole thing. Shooting would have been too nice. So he
Yeah.
belligered him. Belligerent. I mean, he beat the crap out of him until he dropped.
Yeah.
And that was Nicolas Cage in his finest. And he never told the wife in the movie what he did and what he done. He never told her. He said, I took care of business. He was like, really? That's how you're going to treat it? Okay, that's perfectly cool, but we got to see everything they did. I mean, and it was a Nicolas Cage movie, and I like Nicolas, and he's a fun actor, and it
Yeah,
happened,
yeah, he's
and
good.
yeah, and he beat he beat the guy to death. He kicked him and beat him to death, basically, and that was it. And that was the last guy. I mean, the actual guy who was a producer, he shot him in the neck and cut his jugular vein with a bullet shot, and he bled to death. And I said, he's going, this isn't how I should die. I shouldn't die this way. He died that way. Bullet wound to the neck, and he took him out, and he got the other guy later on, and he got Machine too. He stabbed Machine. Well, this guy deserved it. He was the one that did the snuff film, and he killed this 16-year-old girl slowly, and it was in this film with a mask on, and and I agreed that he should have died the way he died. He got stabbed once, was treated for it, and then he came up on him again, stabbed him again in the heart, and that was the end of Machine Guy. He went away.
You
And
know, I think you might be better off not watching movies of that genre because they're so violent and all the killing and all the images of bloodshed and death. I think that weighs heavy on a person's spirit being. Okay?
well, true, true. I mean, I've kind of was behind Cage's character that he went after him the way he did because it ended their suffering. I mean, apparently they were suffering or something, and I just went along with it and said, yes, this is how they should die. This is how they should pass away and go into other world. And well, I don't know. You know what I mean? It's you're experiencing it with him, what he's thinking, and went along. And his wife kept asking him, "What are you doing?" I can't tell you. I can't tell you what's going on. I can't tell you. We have a baby girl who's 3 years old and 2 years old. I think she was only 2 years old. I can't expose you to what I'm doing. And he had a friend he flown in. He was killed right in front of his eyes. And when he died, that's when he snapped. He snapped just like that. And he said, I got to kill all of you. That was it. I mean, you had the producer there. He had the machine guy who was the snuff, actor who killed the 16-year-old girl. He had to kill them all. There was three of them. He killed all three of them, and they went down. And he was happy they got rid of them. I don't know if this is based on a real story or what. I've watched a real story, like the one about the possession. It was called "Deliver Us from Evil." That was based on a real story. What's weird about it is he went with this priest. They found this guy who had this stuff, you know, cut on his chest and everything. And it inter vivos, which means, income me. He had this all carved on his chest and everything. Well, after they freed him of the demon in the movie, which blows me away, the priest, it said at the end of it that he went and worked with the priest as a exorcist assistant, and he was an ex-policeman, and he went with the priest and worked with him for the rest of his life. That was at the end of the movie. Deliver us from evil. And it's really based on a true story, true facts in that story, and he went on his way to be delivered and working with them for the rest of his life. He actually hired himself in the police department after 30 years and went with this guy and worked with him doing exorcisms. That blew me away right there. It was based on a true story. And I'm like, that's based on a true story. Deliver us from evil. It's on Stars right now. I mean, if you got Stars or access to the internet, you could probably find the movie and be able to watch it and go, wow, this guy actually went with this priest who exorcised demons out of people. And after his career was ended up working with him forever. I mean, afterwards, he worked with him. And I said, well, that's great. That's why I'm going to accept priesthood, if not monkhood, because I'm sure I can go into that. I'm too old now to have a wife or anything, so I might as well be a priest. What the hell? I'll become Catholic. Even though I'm a Baptist, I'll become a Catholic. And I'll go in and I'll become a priest. Does that make sense?
Give Krishna a chance. Give Lord Krishna.
Yeah, I know. Give Krishna a chance, but I feel like being one of these people who wear the white collar and whatever, and let that ride for a while. I'm not going to be a pedophile. That's one thing I'm not going to be. If anything, I'm going to find out who is and bring them to justice. But that's just me. It may get me killed, but hey, life's life. Like, I'll come back. It doesn't matter. Ask Krishna. Come back anyway. You know what I mean? You know.
I'll tell you what. Things
Yeah.
are getting rough out here, man. Things are getting real rough. And when these temperatures skyrocket up into the 50s and 60s, all this hard ice and snow is going to turn into a big flash flood all over the road. Okay?
Oh yeah, they've been talking about that the last couple of days. We're gonna have flash floods everywhere.
Yeah.
Warming. But I don't see it getting warm until July. We're in a mini ice age, and I just don't see it happening. They may say that, but it's not going to be till July. and it's just going to happen. We're going to have this flash flood. Everything's going to happen in July. Because right now, I mean, I look at the thermometer and it says 14 degrees, 51% humidity. Wow.
Yeah.
And
Well,
I'm looking at
11. It's 11 degrees.
wow. So you're still in the ice age.
Kind of. So.
I mean, I got an outside thermometer that transmits to my little thing here. It tells me what time it is and everything. It's 7:51, 7:52. It just changed to 7:52. It
Yeah.
shows sunny skies for tomorrow, 14 degrees. It's 67 in the house. So I keep it that low because, well, you know, the price of gas and everything. I mean, natural gas. I keep it low, and I got a jacket on. Well, you've probably seen that. I have a jacket on, and it's a
Yeah.
hoodie, and it keeps me nice and toasty in 67 degrees, and so I'm sitting back and enjoying it. And, I have no problem with anything going on. I have $1,100 left, and I don't even care about working because I'm living at home. I take care of my mom. My dad died last year on Valentine's Day. Blows me away. He died on Valentine's Day. That just blew me away. He was in front of the door going into the garage with his hands up like claws. And he just died right there on the floor. And wow, that's freaky. And so it's all freaky. And I seen him lay there. They came in, the coroner and everything came and said, well, he died peacefully. And I'm looking at him going, he has his hands up like claws, like he was going after something, and he died peacefully? Really? Well, I don't know. And
Makes you wonder. Makes you wonder, Spellbinder.
it does. It always makes me wonder about that. His claw. He had his hands up in claws, but yet he was laid back with his eyes open, and they were open, and it wasn't. I mean, when I came across him with my mom, she called me up there and said, Brad, come up here. Come up here. Hurry. I were pressing on his chest. It was warm. I mean, his body, he had a jacket on, so he was warm still. And I couldn't revive him. And they got there and they said, well, that happens if you have a jacket on, your body will stay warm and everything. But he was warm, I mean, to the touch. I thought he was still alive. And I'm doing the recitation on him, and he didn't respond. They came up there, they stuck all this equipment on him and said, he's dead. And that was it. And that was the end of my day. A year ago. It's really, really, really frustrating. And you know, a week ago, I actually heard somebody go, Brad, with a question mark, and it sounded like my dad. And I heard this ghost-like voice, and I heard it, and it was a question mark, and it blew me away. I actually went in and looked, and the cat was still asleep, so the cat didn't hear it, though I thought the cat would be awake, from a voice like that. It was like a half whisper. It was like, Brad, with a question mark. Now that blew me away. That just blew me away. I went out and had to look. I actually heard that and went out there and took a look. I didn't see nothing. I just know I heard the voice. And it was my name with a question mark. And I went, wow, freaky, really freaky. I mean, that has to freak you out, doesn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
if you heard a voice as soon as a video, I was watching a video on the computer, it ended, and then I heard that, and I went, really? And I turned around.
The timing alone is a dead giveaway that it was a message from the other side. It was from
Oh yeah, my mom actually a month before that got a telephone call to our number on the telephone on the screen, and it was from my dad, and that blew her away so much she didn't get the phone call and pick up the phone and talk. I just wonder if it was my dad. I mean, had his name on there and our phone number. There's a freakier thing.
Yeah, that is. That really is.
And I actually, just a week ago, heard my dad call for me, and he was in the other room, and I kind of went, "Really? This is happening?" I mean, I mean, really, it freaks you out when you run into something like that. It really freaks you out, and I had an experience. My brother said that he had somebody, when he pulled his car up in California, that's where he's at, it was saying, "Call me, call me, call me." And he's like, "Well, who am I supposed to call? What number am I supposed to call?" That was his story. So there's been several incidents that's happened since my dad died. And it's this freaky. It really is. And I'm on the edge. I mean, I'm like, wow, this happened actually. It happened to us, our whole family, close family. And it's weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
It's weird. I mean, I'm telling you, I've been through the experience myself. Like I said, my dad called to me with a question. My brother was told to call somebody. He had no idea what to call. He just was told to call us, call me, call me, call me. And my mom got a phone call on the TV with the caller ID, and it was my dad's name and our telephone number, and it was ringing, and she just didn't catch it in time. Very freaky.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
That's too much, man. That's too much.
And I mean, I've actually been contacted myself, and every night I go to bed with my rod. It's a wand, actually. It's a 2-foot wand with crystal in it and everything, and I go to bed with it so I don't be disturbed. I mean, something comes at me or something, I have this wand, or rod. My rod and my staff protects me. That's
Yeah.
Bible. Yeah, that's biblical. And
That reminds me. You saw John Hutchison last night. He posted the exact thing you're talking about, where he would take .00064 millimeter thickness of crystals. He'd pack a layer of crystals, and then on the side he'd put cat whiskers, 250 cat whiskers on the inside, which a cat whisker is a special thin filament that's about the size of a human hair, and he put 250 on each side of the crystals, and he layered these crystals. He even showed you how to do it last night, but he wasn't Right, he said I got to put up a different video with a better diagram. And that reminds me of your rod, your magic
A
wand or whatever
crystal
you call
rod, yeah, my crystal rod with my coil around it.
it.
And
Yeah.
it has what they call the Atlantean coil. You have one coil going one way that's larger than the one on the outside. And I filled this pipe, it's a copper pipe, and put a base on it. And I have a crystal on the very top, and I sleep with that. It's like my buddy. I mean, really, it's really, and that's what I got. And it protects me. I never have a bad dream when I have that rod with me. I never have a nightmare. It's amazing. It's really amazing, and it's full of crystals and stuff. And I kind of charge them, I guess, when I'm covering it, and it it keeps me from having bad nightmares. I never have a bad nightmare. There was a time I would fall on my right side and have nightmares, but when I turned over to my left side towards the window in my bedroom, I would never have a nightmare. It was kind of strange. Now I got this rod, which I have three of them. I keep this one every time I go to bed and cuddle up to it. No matter which side I lay, I never have a nightmare. It doesn't it doesn't allow me to have it, and that's great, and I'm happy with that. Well, really,
You'll have to send me a picture of that.
I don't have it down here. It's up in my room, but I can show you it. It's basically wrapped in electrical tape to hold the coil in place,
Oh,
and it's basically it's not solid. I think it's stranded wire that I used, but there's one on the inside that's bigger than the one on the outside, and it's 100 and something turns on each one. I mean, this guy came out with this book called the Pyramid Guide, and there was a book, and he told how to make this, and I made three of them, and I made three different links. I mean, some of them are longer than the other, and they actually, and I got real crystals inside, not crystal parts. I got whole crystals, and I filled this thing up with the crystals. They shake, you could hear them. I mean, and it's amazing how this thing works. And it's a Atlantean a one. It's really it's awesome. And like I said, I study occultism. I feel like evil is non-existent with this material, and it has nothing to do with religion offhand, but yet it does. And Deliver Us from Evil, the movie. I am a demonologist. I actually understand what they are. I know who they are. I know their names. I know all this stuff. And it blows me away that I know all this stuff. And that's why I want to become a priest. Just because. Because maybe they'll accept me. I don't know. You think they'll accept me? Or you think not? Come back on. Well,
doubt it. I doubt it. I doubt it. I
you
really
don't think
doubt it.
they will accept me as a monk or something? And I'm
No,
not gonna
no, no,
I'm
no.
not
You're
gonna
gonna
shave
buy
my
your way
head
into that.
off and
You're
have a
gonna
monk.
buy your way into that kind of deal. You better get your bank account opened up and start emptying it into the profit channel.
Mm,
Yeah, there goes all your money.
I don't know. I have no idea. I got a ticket here. That's not it. I got what is this? Tuesday, March 3rd. Oh, mega bucks. Maybe I hit them bigger, bigger bucks. I get $1 million, I retire, and I go off to the Caribbean for a year. But, I mean, that's what $6. Okay. Maybe I hit the mega bucks. Who knows? Nobody knows. Nobody knows. Yeah, I got a mega buck ticket for March 3rd, which is a couple of days ago. It was Friday. Maybe I hit the big one. Who knows? And if I did, I'm going on vacation for a year down in the Caribbean on a yacht. Well,
Funny you say that. I just won a vacation. It just came right over my cell phone. I was driving. I told my boy, check my cell phone. He goes, yeah, looks like you just won a vacation to the Caribbean or something like that. I go, really? Goes, yeah, that's what it says.
Wow. Well, hell, go on it.
No way. I don't want to go down there. I'm happy right here. I like cold weather. I love it.
Yeah, I do too, but if I hit this jackpot on the Mega Millions, I'm going to travel the world for $1 million. Why not? Travel the world and go everywhere and learn everything I can find, and may be good for me. Let's see.
I see we have somebody trying to join us.
Somebody is trying to join us? Come on in.
Yeah. Did you remember that guy last night? He said, I got 7 cats and 1 dog, and he had them all jumping around. At first I saw 1 cat, then another cat, then another. He just kept coming out of the woodwork. All different sizes.
Yeah.
What was his name anyway? I forget. Something like that.
That was damn. You got me on that one. I know there was a couple of people that came in and left, and they were trying to talk in here, and
yeah, they didn't say much.
Didn't say much, but
no, they never do. So I talked to my wife about this Jonathan Reed incident. And honey, what did you decide? Did you decide that you didn't believe it or you do believe it? You believe that Jonathan Reed's alien was real, or you think it was a fake?
I think the alien was real. I mean, he actually kicked the shit out of it with a stick.
He hit it one time.
Brought it home, and it was blinking eyes and stuff. And that's what convinced me was the blinking eyes. I mean, if you're going to create a robotic character.
Was that the one that smelled worse than a garbage can?
No, you're thinking of Phil Schneider at Dulce, New Mexico. She's bringing up that when the government didn't tell Phil, the geologist, when he drilled into the top of that mountain and they hit the alien hideout, he said the smell, he goes, those aliens smell worse than the worst rotten, filthy garbage can you could ever imagine. But the government told him nothing about it and all the stench and smoke and all the years.
Oh, yeah. That was Duros or something. And maybe that was Duros. I mean, there are Duros out there. There's Ceros and there's Duros. And, the Duros are the aggressive humans Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, the one that was attacking the dog, honey. You believe in that one? Come on, tell me you do. Spellbinder believes in it.
I do.
When you look at the guy, he's got his Social Security. When the icing on the cake was, I've lost it all. But then when he said, I go, you couldn't possibly lose everything. And then
And
when he said, I
yeah,
lost my Social Security number, I'm going, then it's got to be a true story because
he
there's no way you
lost
can
it.
lose it under normal circumstances. That's a
Exactly.
practically
That's what
tattooed to
blew
your
me
spine.
away. They took away his identity as a psychiatrist, even. And they have
Yeah,
witnesses who know him and said, I know this guy. He worked here. He did everything that he said he did. And suddenly he's non existent. There's something wrong when non existent happens.
yeah.
And I actually believe that. And he came forward at the end and actually had the voice of the alien, and it sounded like bird chirps and stuff. And
It
I've read
doesn't
that
sound like
before.
bird chirps. I can
It
get it
sounded
right
like
on here at the
a
screen
carrot
share.
chew. I mean, it
And
sounded
I,
like it was like chirp, 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 chirp. No,
no, no, no, no, no, no, no.
yeah.
Can I give you a demonstration? It was more like this, like that. That's exactly what it sounded like.
Really? That's what you heard?
Yeah.
I heard
Yep.
bird chirps when he turned that recorder on for the last 5 minutes of his presentation. He was at the end of it, and it was sounded like a bird. It was chirp, 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 and it was
Can you
chirping.
play it? Can you play it for me?
I don't have a copy of it. I just know it's on that video at the very end, and
Yeah.
he he played that, and it sounded like birds and dolphins, and that's why they say it's between the dolphins and the birds that they're. And there's actually plays out there of people who reported hearing the aliens speak.
Tammy, you better check the pizza.
They spoke amongst themselves. They sounded like birds. They chirped. They chirped like I mean, what bird can I bring up? It's the birds that you keep in your house. They were chirping like that, and they were making chirping sounds. And this critter chirped just like a bird, and that blew me away. And I was no, I didn't get it. I have two. Damn, I didn't win the lottery. I don't get to go on my
Oh.
cruise.
Maybe bacon bits on there.
I just don't get to go. I don't know what the hell. I don't get to go on my world tour. I'm waiting for my world tour. I got 11. I did get 11 out of the numbers. I didn't get 9, but I got 11. Hmm. I didn't get 26. I didn't get the bonus number 32. Uh, I played everything on this, and I'm just waiting for it to hit so I can be a winner and go on my world tour and experience the world. Yeah, I didn't get it. Ah, oh well. I tried. Didn't get it. I got 11. Woohoo! A whole one number. One number doesn't pay off anything, so it's over with. Once you get just one number. I needed the bonus number 3. Like a half a 2 is my bonus number, which gives me 2 times whatever I got off of one number. Man, I just missed it by 1. Oh well. You know how it is. Playing the lottery is like playing, slots or something. Never hit. It's a miracle if you get something. Why am I going to become a priest? Why am I going to become a priest? Because I get 3 squares a day. I get a place to live, and I don't have to be a burden on anyone. And that's probably why I'm going to become a priest. Because I don't have to be a burden on anyone. They pay for everything. They want me to fly here, they pay for it. They want me to fly there, it's paid for. I mean, what the hell? Why I want to become a priest. Think about it. I have nothing. I have nothing. I'm like Iron Man 3. I have nothing. Oh, you got to see Iron Man 3 to understand that. I have nothing. Wow. And I don't. I have nothing. You know how it is. Now, still here? You gotta turn your mic on. Your mic's off. Well, your mic's off. It says no mic, and I'm not doing it. So somebody here turned you off. Nope, I can't even turn you on. You gotta turn yourself on. There we go.
All right. I found the actual recording, and now I'm going to screen share.
Go for it. I don't care. Yeah, go for it. I really don't care.
All right.
They can banish me for life off of here, and it wouldn't matter. Put the screen share up. Okay.
Alrighty. Alrighty, we are going to do a little magic. And here we go. Alright.
Use app.
And what we do, click on Add Videos and paste. Boom.
Be so.
And here it is. Ah, yes. Oh, I gotta turn my camera on.
Mini cams. Don't forget your mini cams.
Yeah, okay.
You gotta have mini cams to run this type of stuff. And you gotta have all this. Okay. I got mini cams on, but it's showing my icon. And that blows me away because I got mini cams on. And
Push to talk when you need to talk. Push to talk.
push to talk. Where's that at? Adjust bandwidth. Okay. Mini cams. even broadcasting right now. Wow.
Can you see the video?
No. Why am I not able to see the video?
Can you push the YouTube application?
Okay. YouTube application. That's the screen share? No, that's not doing it. Full screen, Google Hangout, Mozilla. Uh, that's not it. When am I supposed to be? Cameraman? No. YouTube.
Can you hear? Can you hear it?
I can't even hear it.
All right, we're back now live.
It sounds like birds. It really does. It sounds like a bird. It sounds like birds. It really does. It really sounds like birds. And that's what it sounded like to me, was birds. Because I've heard other people say that they heard the aliens talk and they sound like they're chirping or making, bird sounds.
Well, if you think that was chirping, I don't know what kind of birds you're around, buddy. I'll tell you what.
It sounds like a
Oh.
what do you call it?
Mina bird?
A minor bird or whatever you have in your home that sits there and chirps at you and stuff. And that's what it sounded like to me. It was sounding like birds. And I think he says it's between birds and dolphins.
No, tortoise and dolphins. Tortoises and dolphins. Sea turtle. I never heard any mention of birds now. This is the third or fourth time you've been trying to report this. I don't know where you got your information.
I got it from him. He says it sounded like birds. And I remember distinctly people who have heard these aliens talk. They sound like bird chirps. They're chirping at each other. They're actually and they're talking. And dolphins is what he mentioned, that they're similar to dolphin speech. And you have to, I don't know, dialogue start out human alien communication from humans directly speaking to our alien visitors with currently authorized space program. But if you listen to it, it actually sounds like birds. It sounds like birds chirping to one another. I mean, it actually does. You have to go with that. And that's what he's saying. They're reptilian and they chirp like a bird. And he said dolphin also, which was like, I mean, a dolphin, yeah, I understand a dolphin in that, but they chirp like a bird. They actually chirping. Replay that. Go back and play it again. I'll replay it again.
You know how?
Okay. It was chirping is what it was doing. Hang on here. That sounds like chirping to me. Doesn't that sound like chirps? Like birds?
Don't you want a glass of water?
It's really like a chirp. It really is. I mean, it sounds like something of a bird would say. It's like, and he said dolphins too. So I mean, between the two, yeah. There it is. It's bird-like. I'm telling you, that's bird-like.
All right, if you say so. I see where you get that bird angle. Yeah, I did hear the birds tweeting. Yes.
That's exactly what I'm hearing. It's this bird, and it's sitting there talking to him, as in bird language, and he's just going along with it. It's like, you want some water?
The doctor says, I don't know what I can do for you.
Yeah, that's right. He doesn't know what to do. He bandages his head and everything, and treats him as a human. And he eventually went back into his people, wherever they may be. He went back home, and it was great that he had this time with him for a couple of weeks, and just blows me away.
Yeah, I got to find out about Gary, the friend, the friendly
Yeah,
Gary.
Gary is another aspect of the whole thing.
Can you
And
research that for me? Do you have time now that you're laid off for a while? Can you research it? I don't have time. I'm going
I
to work.
have I have no idea how to even go after Gary. I mean, he apparently had this contact with him, and it went, you know, very, very wild with him. He came over and was able to witness what he was experiencing with this being. And that was about what I got out of it. He was there. He's somebody. Nobody knows who he is. I mean, it's not like it's brought out who Gary is. Gary didn't come forward in the video on the actual conference, and I don't know how I even go after somebody like that. I really don't. I mean, do you know how to go after somebody who's
Well, you see, what
here?
you're going to do is you're going to have to start with newspaper articles. You're going to have to do some. You're going to have to get the genealogical. You're going to have to sign up for a subscription to the People Finders, Intellius, uh, um, and I can find out anything about anyone at any time that's ever existed on the earth. You're going to have to sign up for that site. And the People Search, like I said, the yellow pages, white pages, and a full newspaper archive for all the newspapers in the United States.
Wow.
It's going to cost you about $2,000.
Oh yeah, I know. I don't got that money. I don't have nothing close to that to play that game.
I'll send you some. I'll send you a check tomorrow.
Send me a check tomorrow. And let me go out and find out about this guy and all he knows. And I believe him. I really do. I mean, his dog was killed by this alien, and I understand why he picked up a stick and hit the damn thing over the head to stop him, because his dog was killed. I mean, this thing picked up the dog by its neck and burned it to ash, just about right there in front of his eyes. And I can understand why he did
This spellbinder,
that.
this 50-pound alien had that 100-pound dog and was tossing it from one side of its body to the other rapidly in the air. And the
Yeah.
doctor was amazed. He goes, I couldn't have done anything like this at my size, 100 and 200 pounds. And here's this little tiny alien flipping my dog around like it was a rag doll. Where
Yeah,
did that thing get all that strength?
it's the strength they had. And he picked up a stick and
what?
hit it over the head, thought he killed it, dragged it back home, put in the freezer even. I mean, he put it in the
Yeah.
freezer, and it was
He
still
pushed the
hot.
brain matter back into the head. He pushed the brain matter back in and taped the wound up. But he also took a sample of the tissue sample of the brain material, and he didn't know he had brain material on there. And they said that brain is not like a human brain. not one
Oh
bit.
no, not at all. This thing was extraterrestrial. It was not of this world. It was something he couldn't handle it. You heard him breathing the way he was because he was so freaked out because he never came across such a thing as this creature. And he was laboring breath. I mean, it's like, and he was just, I mean, and you have to admit, I don't blame him for whatever he did afterwards. I mean, it's like, dude, you never encountered an extraterrestrial before, have you? So therefore, you don't know how to act. And I understand. It's like the tall grays. They would kill you on the spot because the tall grays were so advanced that they could just point a finger at you and blow you away. But that's, that's Philip's story, and he talks about the tall grays and how he ran across them, and that was another story. And I believe in tall grays. I mean, they look kind of like us in gray at the same time, but they have long, thin, white hair, and they're about 6 foot tall. And I understand where Phillips came from. He talked about how he was wounded. He says, "This is why I'm missing these fingers," and he shows his hand, and he's missing fingers because they were blown off of him by these aliens. And it's like, okay, I can go along with that, and I can see why that happened. Your fingers are missing, and it was these tall whites, as they call themselves. They're like Nordic in a way, but they look like grays with the big eyes. And okay, I can understand that. I can go along with that.
These things are mortal, and they do die.
Oh yeah, everything dies. We all die. We just come back in another form, another place, and whatever. It's to me, God's within us. We are experiencing his reality, no matter how we have a reality outside of it. We're actually experiencing this for him. He loves the experience. That's God. I mean, he's allowed to. He created everything, don't we know? I mean, all right. He's experiencing through you. He's experiencing through me. And as long as we're alive, he experiences. And that's God. And that's his will. And he wills us to experience everything around him.
The
Bad, bad,
aliens have
good.
already told us that there is only one God in the universe, and they do have a God like we do. But, and they also have a thing like we do where the body, the human body, the spirit, when you die, the spirit hovers around the body area for like 3 days. The aliens have that same thing where their soul hovers around their dead alien body for about three
Yeah.
days. Isn't that neat?
And that,
So
yeah,
they're
exactly.
like us.
They're like
Like
us.
us.
They're not different from us. They realize this, and they try to experience it to you and say, look, we're just like you. We're just living on a different plane than you are, and more intelligent or whatever. I mean, I have 140 IQ myself, and I understand them. I really do. They have 190 IQ or better, and I I understand that.
What about
It's
my neighbor? It was so high they couldn't measure it.
really,
Yeah.
it was so high
I'm
they
sorry.
couldn't measure
Yeah.
it. Wow.
Yeah. I grew up with the guy. It was crazy. But he was always he read the encyclopedias. He just constantly read, studied. Yeah.
my IQ might be higher. That's what they told me when I was in high school. They said he has a high IQ, but he's not, interested in anything that's being taught to him. And I just turned to my parents and said, it bores me. Everything I'm learning bores me. And they're not teaching me what I want to know. I want to know this. I want to know that. And that's how I got through school. They actually gave me an IQ test and said, he has 140 IQ, maybe more, but he's so bored with the school that, I mean, that's just the way I am. I went, well, and
Well, a lot of kids are bored. A lot of kids got bored with school.
oh yeah, they teach you stupid stuff. I mean, Dick and Jane. I mean, that's when I told my first grade teacher she was old enough to chew tobacco because she was chewing on something in her mouth. I don't know if it was gum or what. And I had a great-grandmother who did snuff. And I basically told her they held me back a year. Put me back a year.
Yeah,
All
well,
of that. And
yeah,
I
you're
went,
lucky. You're lucky. They could have put you in jail.
oh, yeah. But that was back in the 60s. And,
Some little kid made a sign of a gun with his fingers. You know how if you pull a trigger on your palm and stuff.
yeah.
Well, it was on the internet tonight. They wanted to arrest the guy and so on. The kid.
Wow.
They wanted to arrest him or something. Do something to him.
It's
Expel him or
crazy.
something.
It really is crazy, isn't it?
Yeah. And what gets me is we have a lot of AR-15 factories popping up in this area. Well, anyway, a couple. And what are they going to do when the president says, I, by executive order, I'm going to ban all AR-15 ammo and so on.
Yeah.
And what about these guys working down here? All my friends, they got jobs at the machine shop making guns.
Yeah, look at that. And that's exactly what they're playing the game. They're playing a game. To me, it's playing the game. I told my mom I wanted to be a priest. And she says, well, why do you want to be a priest? Because I want to play the game. I just want to go in there and learn Latin and, all that stuff.
Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I just want to play the game.
What have you been smoking?
Not yet. Not yet.
You've got to look into your Vedic studies before you go into the priesthood. You better look into your traditional Hindu scriptures and so on and take a good hard look at what they have there to offer.
They have nothing to offer to me.
Oh, come on.
I want to play demonologist. You want to know where I want to play? I've studied the occult so thoroughly that I'd like to be a demonologist, a specialist, as they call it. That's specialist. Ooh. And they give me 3 meals a day and give me a place to sleep.
Well, what's the first Vedic children's Bible story that they teach you when you're a little kid in Vedic studies? Agha, A-G-H-A, Agha the terrible demon. So they know about demons over there, too. And it's all documented and so on. So it might be a good starting point for you.
Like I said, I watched a movie that was called Deliver Us from Evil, and this guy who was a priest, and he became a priest because of this, and he was a demonologist, and he was able to actually defile them and send them back to hell or wherever, and I wouldn't mind doing that. Maybe have a partner, and
it'd be like X-Files, basically.
Oh yeah, it's basically like X-Files. Deliver Us from Evil was based on true facts of a police officer who, after his second child was born, he retired, and he worked with this demonologist, and as far as I know today, they're out there deflecting demons off our world. Okay, I can understand that. Like I said, I have my rod, I have my staff. I just don't have my staff and my rod together, and I have this stick that I cut from a maple tree, and it has fingers. I could put a crystal ball on top of it. I just haven't found a crystal ball that would fit it. And it's
Yeah.
and now I have my staff and I have my rod, and it comforts me. That's biblical. I have my rod. It's a magic wand, but it's a rod, and I sleep with it, and I have no nightmares ever again since I carried that in with me, and I curl it and covering it, and I have no problems because they can't touch me with that rod. It's you don't understand until you have something of this nature, this power, and you hold it within yourself with crystals inside of it. Like I said, it's made up of pure crystal. They're little crystals that are about an inch long, and they have facets on them, and it's filled inside this wand. And I sleep with it, and it keeps me from having nightmares, keeps me from having any problems with these demons that are out there.
Do you know these black suited guys that are about 9 foot tall that appeared to a children's school class in Africa? If you don't, I'd like to play the video. It's on YouTube, and I could do a screen share for you. It's a 3-minute video. It's not too bad.
What,
And,
Men in Black? What are they, Men in Black?
well, I'll show you here. Let's see if we can get it to work.
Okay, I can't even close what you got up here already. I'm having a trouble getting rid of the YouTube. It's up.
All right, it's playing now. Wait a minute, that's the same one. Okay. Okay, here it is.
If you can change this on my tube, that'd be
Oh,
great.
you're the guy that's got the control board. So I don't know how I got away.
I can't get rid of the YouTube you put on here before. There's nothing that says go away.
Oh, okay. All right, I think I can make it go away. Yeah. All right.
Okay.
So what I do is I start,
Okay.
shut it off, and then I would try to find it. Let's see, where would it be though? It should be on my list. All right, let's see if I take this off. How am I going to do that? I have to go back. All right.
You gotta remove what I got on here.
Yeah. I got to go back, and how the hell am I going to do that? I went back, and it's not okay. This one here. Yep, right here. X. Yep, right at the top. All right, here it goes. I got the next one going.
Okay.
And it's going to be a quick one.
Okay, present to everyone. I'm going to have to... No, that didn't do it either. No, I got you, but I can't get the whatever you're trying to present. Man, I need to hit screen share. Okay. Full screen. No. Start screen share. Okay. I got start screen share.
Hello.
Hello. And I got rid of what I had on here, which was the Reed story. And now I just got you.
Yeah.
I got the purple face or whatever.
Can you go to your on your left hand icons? You see a red box with an arrow in it that represents YouTube.
Okay. It's open.
Yeah. And all right.
All
Here we go.
right. There we go.
Try it.
This is the Reed. Mm,
This is the famous case of the Zimbabwe school children and teacher that witnessed the tall aliens with the black suits. Yeah.
I'm getting Dr. Jonathan Reed. I don't know why that's.
This is the famous John Mack, a psychiatrist, Harvard psychiatrist, interviewing all these school children for his book.
I'm not seeing that. I'm seeing the Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Wait.
I'm getting Jonathan Reed.
You can't be.
Okay.
Can you go over to your playlist and find Read and X? There's an X there. If you hit the X, it'll be right at the top of the list. When you go to add videos to playlist or remove.
I'm trying to, but it's not working. It's
Maybe I should shut mine down for a minute. All right.
I tried hide from broadcast on that and it didn't work.
Wait a minute. If I stop.
All I hear is the bird talking.
Yeah. Well,
I
if
need
you
I
need to open it up. You need to open up YouTube, and then
okay. I'm there, and I need to
and
get rid of that. I don't know how to get rid of that.
there's a little X on the right,
Yeah.
and when you X, it'll drop off the list.
Hide from broadcast.
I don't know. It's all the way on the right-hand side of your screen. There's an X. You'll have the title of the video, and then it'll be an X or a plus. If you hit the X, you'll eliminate it from your list. It'll be gone. If you hit the plus, it'll play it. So, in other words, if I take and I go to YouTube, okay, and then I go to play, little girls are telling about how they thought the world was going to end. That's why they came. Another girl says that they came to tell us that we're harming the earth. there you have it. She said in the end, I wasn't influenced by anything my friends said. This is what I saw. I saw these things. So, Spellbinder, what do you think of that? Comments, criticism? Something's happening. Ah, you're back.
Okay, I'm back. I'm back. Okay, now you can do whatever you're going to do.
All right, let me try it.
I had to start over again. That's what it came out to be. Okay,
Good.
now bring up share screen or whatever and bring it up. I had to start over.
Here
I
it
was
goes. Here it goes. Here it
uh,
goes.
okay. I was locked in. Hmm. Got a gray beard like I do. Wow. Yeah. Uh, it's not happening.
What's going on? You
Nothing.
seeing it?
I'm seeing your background. I'm seeing
Can you,
screen share or something or what? I have you on Google Screen Share. Start screen share. Oh, there you are. You're on the air now. Big time. Okay, there we go.
how's that? Can you hear that?
I don't hear it, but I see it. About the lady talking about the Greys, and I see the
Maybe if you
video.
mute your microphone. Can you mute
Uh,
yourself?
I push the talk and push the not talk, but it doesn't do anything. But I do see the guy talking, and he's talking to this girl, and I don't hear anything. She's got a big space between her teeth. I'm,
It's kind of strange. It's coming in loud and clear. I don't know why. Could you try sharing one of your YouTube things and see if it works the other way around, and then I can figure out what you're doing?
okay. I'm gonna. Okay.
Stop and stop.
Okay. Okay. It's 62 school children see UFO and alien beings. Is that the video?
Yeah.
Okay.
Wait just a minute.
A lot of alien creatures. And yeah, there you go. Push the talk and on the air. Okay, that's wild. That is wild.
Yeah, it is.
And they said they seen these big eyed grays, and they're out there, and they come and said, "We don't want you to destroy yourself." And then, well, okay, that's wild. I'm going to have to. I can't get rid of this off my screen. There's no actually any way to get this off of here, is there? Except starting
You are
over again.
presenting to everyone? Are you presenting to
Apparently.
everyone?
Oh yeah.
Because I got
Apparently.
a green band across my top of my screen and it says you are presenting to everyone.
Wow. Well, I guess
So,
they'll all wake up and all come on here. Hmm.
do you think that those videos that we put on there are going to appear on your live stream when they broadcast it later, or is that going to be on there?
Probably. Probably.
That'd be
Yeah.
cool if it was.
That's as far as I can
I want to
understand.
watch that one. Usually,
I can't
yeah,
get them
because
off
we
of
were
here,
talking, we were
so
pushing that button.
yeah. No, I can't. I can't. I can't. I have to start over again if I want to get off of here. For some reason. Oh, there we go. Okay, you went off. Okay, I turned it off, and we're on here live and unedited. And oops. Uh, wow. You're on here live. I can see you. You got the gray beard like I do and everything. Must be nice. Keep warm that way, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I ended it and it went away when I clicked on it again, the YouTube symbol, and it went away. And you're on here live. Yeah. Putting more sound out than I am, so you're predominant, I should say, on here, and that's why you're on here. I got earplugs in, and you got a headset, and that's the difference. I'm using my camera as the microphone, so it's probably why it
Yeah.
may sound strange or something, and I'm using my camera. I got earbuds in, and I'm able to hear you perfectly clear, and you're live and on air. I can't believe nobody else is on here. It blows me away. I don't got more people. I have 120 people that could be on here. My followers are 119, and I invite them, and nobody else shows up. I don't know why it's just you and me. I should have Insatia or whatever on here too. And I don't know why I don't have him on here. I mean, Insatia is a fun person to have on here. I mean, I don't understand.
He's working, man.
Yeah, he must be working. He's in Japan, so, I figure, well, he's got to be off work at 21:13, which is 9:10. I'll look over. He's 5 hours ahead of us, so he's got to be off work. And Seichia must be out there. He has a Japanese, Chinese wife and kid and everything. And I haven't talked to him personally, but he's been on talking to me on Google Plus, and I'm just wondering why he's not on here. It just blows me away. I don't know if he's in over there or he's over here. He may be in East Coast or West Coast, and maybe that's why he's not on here, because 5 hours behind there, 3 hours behind East Coast, West Coast, West Coast. So, I mean, I'm amazed others haven't joined us in this conversation. It really blows me away that I have more people just dropping in. It's live. We're on the air. Maybe they don't want to talk. I got one viewer. It's got to be you. And what are you trying to do? You go play no video?
Is it playing?
It went around in circles. It's not actually on the
should.
air. I mean, okay. I pushed to talk.
Yeah, I see that.
It's not running, no. The video's not running. I don't know why it's not running. Oh, just it should be running. I mean, actually, this video should be running. I mean, you got it on push, and Maybe I need to push. I don't know. Well, there we go. Paranormal. The Vision of
Uh-oh.
John.
Yeah, now how are we going to get rid of that again? Back.
I can go over here and
I can get rid of it. I got rid of it. I got rid of it right now.
there you
I'll
go.
just go to this one.
Okay.
And
Push it and okay.
it should be going. It should be.
Okay.
All right.
I don't know why it's not playing, but I'm able to talk. That's okay. I got people on the side that are watching apparently. Oh wait, you just got rid of the whole thing. You just got rid of it. I'll be back in a moment. I'm gonna fill my glass up with vodka and orange juice, and
Yeah.
I'll
Yeah.
be
Make me
right
one
back.
too. Would you? Make mine a
Make you
light
one.
one though. Yeah. I need some.
I gotta get ice, and give me a moment or so, and I'll have this all done. And oh, I gotta pull a bag of ice out. It's heavy still. I haven't used enough of my ice yet. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna put ice in the glass. I gotta unwind this. Anyway, I tied this stuff up like a Chinese. No, wait, give me a moment. Okay, there's ice. More ice. Okay, I got my glass of ice. I got to close the bag back up. The ice bag. Don't you didn't do that. Do that. And I'm going to tie up with my bag of ice. I got the bag of ice in a bag. Plastic. And it makes it easier to put back in the freezer. Okay. Okay. I'm going to get some orange juice. It doesn't matter. It's Donald Duck orange juice. Fucking name. Anyways, shake this up. Okay. Pour this into
Yeah.
the glass.
I almost got it to.
Get about halfway. Now I'm pouring the vodka.
I almost got it to work, but it started to play.
Screwdriver. Oh yeah. I usually put the vodka in first, but I'm going to do it backwards this time. Go put the vodka in now. Get the vodka. Oh, it's great stuff. It's called Burnett's Vodka, 7 distilled. And I pour that in.
Sounds good. Sounds real good.
I over poured it. Happens sometimes when I do it the opposite way. Okay, I got my earphones in. Hello? Are you there? Of course you are. Hi, TJ.
Can you hear me?
Oh, yeah, I can hear you. I guess got to clean up my mess here.
Can you see the? Can you see the? Can you see the video?
No, I don't see the video. I did clean up the vodka mess that I made. Oh, there we go. There it is.
Can
Kind
you
of.
see this?
No, I don't see the video now. You had it on there for a second, and oh, there it is. Oh, now you don't. You should be able to get that on here. No problem. Damn, I spilled vodka all over myself. Oh. Anyways. Okay. It keeps flashing up and it goes away. Maybe I need to hit the YouTube thing.
I don't know what the heck's going on. It's supposed to be playing. How about now? Can you see it? Thank you, thank you, thank you.
Wow, what is this? Saturn? The machine supercomputer? Wow, that runs this fallen space-time reality. You really, you're going to show me that? I seen
They're
this.
talking about CERN, the super collider. That's the name of the computer that controls it, Saturn.
Wow. I see what they're talking about. The mark of the beast. There it is. The black void. There we go. That's it. We're getting there real fast.
That's the womb.
Exactly. That's the womb. There it is. Malflix. Oh, look at that. Max will be there. As in the black hole. Max.
Hello.
We are in this to the end. And Saturn is the key, though we not know it.
That's what I'm talking about, Big Daddy.
Saturn. We're in the Saturn. Oh, we're in that. Saturn was supposedly Kronos, and we were in Kronos. A belly of the beast. Saturn.
I'm not going to argue with you.
I understand. We're there. Oh my God, we're there. Diablo. We listen to AG. Yes. You are. Really? You believe this? You believe it?
Oh, they're talking about the return of the false Jesus.
Thoughts? What? This is evil. They can't deny his existence. Oh, maybe. They can. Hmm? They can't convince me.
Hmm. All
And
right. I'm back.
we're back. Don't accept it.
Ah, yes. Yep. Back again. Yes, sir. I did a little research and I found out that it doesn't always appear what you're watching in your Hangout. It doesn't always appear on there. Sometimes
They
it
don't know.
does. Sometimes I think it's got something to do with screen sharing. If you don't put it
I
on
don't.
screen share, it ain't going to be in a Hangout later on. Let me put it that way.
I can
I'm
remove
sorry.
that.
The first video showed up, and the other CERN video did not show up on the live stream. So
You can't believe in
anyway,
this crap.
well, they don't give you. It doesn't come with an instruction book. So
I have more than this guy.
well, let's find something else to put on there. What else can we put on? Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'll go to my favorites list. That's what I'll do. Okay. It would be. I'll go to Jabberwocky. That's what
I
I'm gonna do.
don't know.
I'm going to Jabberwocky. It's on my playlist. Okay. Yeah, let's see what we come up with here. Boy.
No. I come from the pure. Come from the pure.
Ah, I just found what you're gonna have to watch. Wow.
Go for it. Play that.
We're gonna
Thing.
we're gonna get into this here. It's the Whiteout reports. The Whiteout reports. Oh my God.
Somebody. You know I don't.
Ah, okay. The Whiteout reports. Okay. Let's see if and copy, and stop it, and come back, here, and
Do it.
Thank you. And paste, and search for it. After you add it, you have to search for it. And okay, that's it, right here. Can you hear it?